So I desperately needed new walking shoes. I've totally worn these shoes out, right? And sorry, I'm trying to get my gloves on. It's so cold. It's 2 degrees here. It's so cold. It feels like below zero, but it's not yet. Anyways, I've been wanting for weeks to get to this shoe store. Actually, it's been a few years that I've been there, and it's a few miles away, and I just can't get there. I'm too sick. And if I ever have a bit of strength, I'm trying to get medical stuff, medical care. I'm using my strength for other more important things, like walking for groceries or trying to get medical help. And, you have to prioritize, and sometimes you're putting important things at the bottom of the list because there's other more important things. There's always a huge list. You know what? It ticks me off that it now, the way I live my life, it takes weeks to do something that could have taken me an hour with a car. I literally have to wait until I have enough strength to... Everything's just such a big deal when you're sick and you're weak and you haven't slept, and it's not like just getting in your car and going. It's so defeating, Like, I'm leaving the house, I'm going to the store, and I'm feeling good because I accomplished something today that I bought some new shoes, and it took me like forever to get them. And I'm feeling accomplished because, I went to the shoe store, tried on tons, and these ones just feel perfect. They're like walking on air, and all the other ones hurt, or they pinched, or too tight, or pushing in weird spots, and so I'm glad I found a pair, and I had a coupon from years ago. Thank goodness they honored this coupon. Literally, this coupon is from like 7 years ago, and I've never been able to make it back, and it's only like 3 miles away. I've never been able to make it back. And I'm feeling accomplished because and I still do. I'm happy. I'm like, I couldn't even barely go for my walks anymore because my feet hurt so bad. My feet, my walking shoes are so broken down, right? And just killing my feet, and the treads are worn off, and they're worn off sideways because I'm walking funny, and they're leaking. I've never in my life worn out a pair of shoes before, but my daily shoes were just completely cooked. And so I am feeling accomplished, but also, like we can become accustomed to scraps, right? Living with so little quality of life or quantity, and I'm feeling so thrilled because I actually accomplished this, getting shoes. Whereas I could, if I had a car and I wasn't so sick, I could do 20 errands, and maybe not 20, but 10 or 12 or 15 errands a day. And this has taken me how long to get to that store. And there's literally dozens and dozens of things I need to do, and they get pushed back a year, 2 years, 3 years. 3 of the light bulbs in my dining room have burned out. In my living room, it has taken a couple years to get bulbs, the specific bulbs I need, the light bulbs for my living room, and now they burned out about a year ago, and it'll probably take me forever to replace these light bulbs because I can't get around. It's that analogy of, you chain a dog to a house or a tree, and every day you take a link out of that chain. And soon enough, that dog is chained. His face is touching the tree. And he hasn't even noticed, because it's happened so slowly over time. He hasn't noticed his freedom being taken away. What freedom he did have, like, let's say 20 feet of chain. And it happens, you lose your freedom so slowly that, and your quality of life, that you barely notice. And it's just awful, it's just, so you become accustomed and grateful for scraps and for very small things. And I am really grateful for very small things. I'm grateful for the fan that blows on me at night when I'm laying there with a CPAP mask on my face and just am so hot and I'm in pain, and sometimes I lay there and I'm just so grateful for that fan blowing on me. Anyways, I don't know, I mean, lots of us are sick, but really tough circumstances. It's so hard. And you know what? People who are well, people who are not sick, a lot of people seem really resentful towards sick people. Like they have such little empathy, and they can't imagine themselves in our position, or like they really can't imagine. They can't think through step by step how hard things are for us. Like healthy people, like the isolation, right? The not being able to talk to somebody every day, not being able to see people, to to be part of, a family, or to not just to communicate. What's the word I'm trying to think of? What's the word I'm trying to think of? I'm drawing a blank here. But some people can't understand the isolation and not being able to socialize, being too sick, and having, lost all your social contacts because you're sick. And people will very seriously say to you, well, you go to the store, so what do you mean you're isolated? You go to the store. Okay, so the person behind my till who watches me swipe my bank card, that's how I'm getting my social needs? That's how I'm getting all my friendship and love and connection with other human beings? By going to the store. People who have, everything, friends, family, they're busy nonstop. And they have empathy in some ways, but they can't understand what isolation means, or what it's like to not have connection with people. And I've spelled it out. I can't see people. I can't socialize. And they say, these are educated people. These are educated people, and they'll say, well, but you go to the store. Okay, so this is how I get all my social needs and my love and support and connection with the human race, is by going to the store and swiping my bank card? This is what they think is social connection. Unbelievable, when you're literally, dying of isolation, right?